Hey, today I'm here to discuss my new project named CodeSage, which is basically an agent to understand very large code bases with the help of diagrams. This is the home page. I can go to Spaces. So Spaces is basically a custom page for a particular GitHub repo. As you can see, this is for script type, which is my personal project. This is for Excalibur. This is for cal.com. These are open source repositories. So this cal.com has more than 800,000 lines of code. So we will test on these. So this is basic interface. I'll have to do a lot of refinements still, but this kind of works. So first I will explain how a space is created. We can go back. This is a new space button. It on after clicking that, it prompts user to enter a GitHub repository name like this. It will then pull that GitHub repo, then it will chunk it. It will extract a lot of metadata from the chunks, then embed it, then it will be pushed to a vector database. I'm using Pinecone database here. So that is the creating space part. Then we have the query part. So when querying, let's say if I ask what happens when a new meeting is scheduled in calendar. Oops, a lot of typos. Uh, so when I hit enter or click this show diagram button, um, this query will be embedded, which will then be used to query our vector database for this repo, cal.com. We will extract the most related chunks that those chunks then will be handed over to Gemini 2.5 Flash model, which will then compress those chunks into more context heavy code. Then that will be passed to GPT 4.1 model, which is way smarter. So it will then do further processing and create mermaid code, which will then be rendered here on the front end part. As you can see, the diagram has appeared. So this is basically explaining the whole logic and data flow of this particular feature in the entire code base. We can see the conditions happening, the different checks happening. We can see A to Z. If I hover on any of these boxes, we have some description generated by our LLM and the function in which this part of code is presented along with the file path. So we can directly jump onto that along with line number. So we can specifically identify the area of this function. So this is basically my project. I am planning to add a lot more features. For example, I want to add complexity control on this diagram. Means I'll add a counter like a selector. If you want 5 of these elements or 50, which will be helpful, I think. I'll also be adding a download button as an image. So these can be added to documentations and such. And there are a lot of things I'm thinking about, but that's pretty much it for now.